Hi audio nerds and audio nerdinas, this is Fazi from Dual Mastering, and today we'd like to talk about the Elysia Alpha V2 made by Plugin Alliance. We're really privileged again to have it like prior to release date, so we can show you at a first glance how it sounds. The Elysia Alpha is one of the most sought after compressors there is in the mastering and mixing world. The inventor of this amazing thing is a genius called Ruben Tigner, who is a friend of us. It's a discrete compressor. It's capable of doing a lot of gain reduction and basically being fairly transparent without any side effects because it's so well built. Everything is to the highest specs. Our buddy and dear friend Vincent Price, who is an amazing DJ and producer, he landed us this amazing track, which is called Who's Who. You can see that's a mix, and I will play you the mix in a second. We have the Alpha V1. On both devices, I have the settings fairly the same. On this device, I use the warm mode, which is basically a transformer they have built in. The transformer is changed throughout the years from a Haufe transformer to a Sauter transformer and now to a Lehle transformer, which sounds absolutely nuts. And this is one of the main things that Plugin Alliance had to face when trying to emulate this amazing device as good as possible. I have the transformer on, which is basically nothing else than the warm. We have a transformer drive, we have headroom, so we can change the internal headroom of the device. We have a gain reduction limit. We have so many things up its sleeve. The scenario is as follows. I have a sidechain high-pass filter at approximately 80 Hertz so that the bass, everything below 80 Hertz, is not triggering the compression too much. Because it's a dance song, you will hear it in a second, it needs a little bit of sidechain cut filter so that it doesn't clamp down whenever, or it doesn't pump as much. I did a little bit of compression, approximately 1.5 dB gain reduction, not more, to just glue everything together. On the master bus, I use, in this case, Ozone, with a setting that I really adore, which is basically making sure that this thing, as a neat clipper, although it's called vintage limiter, it's working in clipping mode, clips before the maximizer and the soft clip come into play, making the music fairly loud. Stereo independence is just 70% because I want the low end to be really tight. I have one of my favorite compressors, which is the Kotelnikov. This is a free compressor, by the way. Go and grab it. And as one of the other compressors that I really adore on the mix bus, this is the PSP Flare. I will not say anymore. I just can say that they nailed it again. We are privileged as Dual Mastering to be working with Plugin Alliance, and we cannot recommend it enough because everything they do sound amazing. I would say we listen to the track first and then we go from there. So, oh my god, listen to the difference between the Kotelnikov, which is sounding ridiculously amazing, which is on peak at the moment, 100 milliseconds attack, 100 milliseconds release. Listen to the low end, especially go for the low end. Listen to the kick when I turn the Alpha 1 versus the Alpha 2 and I go to the Kotelnikov, which sounds even tighter, which sounds really natural, which gives it that oomph and that glue that we need in the lower registers, especially when it comes to dance music. Let's go. especially from the Alpha V1 to Alpha V2. Listen on good cans or good studio monitors. Listen and go especially for the stereo image. Listen to the stereo image. Listen to the mono, how it sounds in the center, and listen to the stereo image as well. How wide it sounds, especially when you come from the mix. Listen to that. You can really hear the low end so tight, so full, so big. It sounds amazing, absolutely amazing. They nailed it, especially the transformer sound. Let me just, for a second, turn off the transformer and turn it on, and then you listen for yourself. Listen to the low end register. As if an octave is coming in the lower registers, as if that harmonics are opening up. It sounds ridiculous, and you could hear when I turned both the transformers off on both devices, the Elysia Alpha 1 and the Elysia Alpha 2, you could clearly hear a difference. It sounded so good, even without the transformer, the compression. The mono information and the side information didn't collapse. Whereas you listen to the first one, which is really amazing, one of my go-tos today, but now I have to change to the V2, thanks to Christoph and Brainworks and Plugin Alliance. Thank you for that. So I have to buy another thing. Yeah, it sounds ridiculous. You can clearly hear it, I would say. So let's go for it and listen again. This small section where it gets really loud, and as just for your understanding, look at this. Let me just put that aside. Look how loud we are. Sometimes you need that little bit of compression on the track before you go into the mastering. And I didn't even engage the soft clip mode, which sounds ridiculous. But we want to listen to the compression prior, like the first one, the MK1, the Alpha versus the MK2. Let's go. Game over. Game over. It sounds amazing. Oh my God, everything sounds so much better. The Alpha 1 was like amazing already, but now they really topped it with the MK2. Just grab it if you need more information, if you want to have the files normalized, that you can listen to your own and your own environment in your studio and make sure that everything sounds equally loud. I matched it with my ears. It sounds equally loud from my point of view, but if you want them, just holler at us and we can deliver the files. And as we always say, thank you so much to Brainworks and Plugin Alliance, and thank you for the Alpha compressor. Ruben, you're a genius, man. Thank you, Christoph. Thank you, Vincent, for this amazing track. Thank you, Duo Mastering, or I think thank you, Farzi, and Duo Mastering. We are out like snakes.